February 11th, 2020, and this video is called Surivanoroc Nuclear Prophecy. Now, what is prophecy? It's a prediction. It's a bleak prophecy of ruin. A prophecy is a message. Such messages typically involve inspiration, interpretation, or revelation of divine will concerning the social world and events to come. Now, I'm not saying I'm a prophet, but I don't know where I get these thoughts from, but this is one that I think may happen. Now, this is pointing to all the radiation sites around the world, which includes power plants and other stations that deal in radiation. Now, what I've got the problem with is that approximately each nuclear power plant employs between 500 and 1,000 workers. Now, China has a few nuclear power plants. Here's one of them. So, this globe right here, there are 648 nuclear power stations. There's 427 of them that are operational. Now, are you putting two and two together here? I find this very bizarre. I found this. It says, will unattended nuclear power stations actually cause damage to their surroundings? Scenario: deadly virus wiped out 80 to 90% of the world population, and it did it pretty quickly in 2 months. Although it is plausible that among these 10 to 20% of the survivors will be people who actually know how to run a nuclear power plant, it's safe to assume that they will have different tasks to solve. Now, I read several apocalypse scenario questions here, and it seems that it is a wide consensus that should the nuclear power plants remain unattended for longer periods of time, they will simply overheat and cause major damage to their surroundings. Now, I'm wondering if AI will be part of this, but I have a feeling this is going to happen so fast that once this virus takes out a majority of the population, there is not going to be anybody that's going to be attending these nuclear power stations. Is there something stopping the nuclear operators from shutting down the plants before everyone dies? 2 months is a long enough time for that. Even if there is runaway heating without humans present, there are several redundant cooling systems that can replace each other. However, in the unlikely case that damage does occur, what can we expect? Well, a nuclear reactor will not go off like an atom bomb because the fuel is not in a pressurized container. The most likely scenario is that a runaway reaction would cause the fuel to melt through the bottom of its container like a thermite charge and drop onto the floor, slowly sizzling away down into the concrete below. Large fires would be set in the immediate vicinity by the intense heat, and localized explosions would throw radioactive debris around, which could be moved around several hundred kilometers by the winds to affect a long but thin area with radioactivity. This is the nightmare scenario that I think is going to happen here. And mainly because the World Health Organization, those are the big boys of health, the chief says spreading outside of China may be the tip of the iceberg. The Director General of the World Health Organization warned that the international community should prepare for the spread of novel coronavirus to accelerate. Now, everybody thinks global warming is going to make the sea temperatures, the sea levels rise. I think we're going to have more of a worry if this coronavirus is as aggressive as it seems to be. And a lot of these people, the human population, is called, and a lot of them that work at the nuclear power plants, even if half the people were gone or most of them were gone, where are we going to get the people that have the knowledge to keep these reactors going safely without melting down all over the world?
Health experts issued an ominous warning about a coronavirus pandemic 3 months ago. The virus in their simulation killed 65 million people. Health experts issued an ominous warning about a coronavirus pandemic 3 months ago. The virus in their simulation killed 65 million people.